Yes, because we're supposed to be talking about us, and then they're talking to somebody, another whole conversation is happening, and you're jumping in, mentioning the same person what they're having issues about. I beg, focus on her. I already told you, leave me alone. Focus on the person you want to focus on.
I don't tell her if I go break her papa nose. Nonsense. I don't give a damn, please. I not be troublesome person. You go inside and see they talk about me. I not be anything.
Before the night, even before the Saturday night party, Sabrina and Otega, they were kind of having like, a slight issue. They decided to talk about it after the party. According to Sabrina, she said that Otega is treating Sultana way better than he's treating her. And I think the dynamics between them is that they are friends, of course, but they are trying to see if it can develop into like a relationship, a solid shape. So the fact that she's seeing all of this is kind of annoying her. And do you know now that there was actually a problem with food dishing? So in the afternoon, um, Ortega gave Sabrina beans or something like that, and she complained that the beans that he gave her was smaller than the beans that he actually gave Sultana. Meaning that, I mean, he put more attention into like dishing Sultana's food. He put more attention into dishing Sultana's food that he gave her like very small food compared to Sultana's own. Now, what now broke the camel's back? Because I mean, they were having a discussion this night, and she just walked out of the discussion. They wanted to trash their issues, and the issue was basically about Sultana, right? At that moment, Ortega was trying to call Sultana. I think he wanted to ask for something, or I don't know. So Sabrina was like, we are trying to settle an issue, and you are calling this same person that caused the issue. That what is wrong with him? That was how she just got up and left the conversation. Ortega just sat down there and was just looking. He was lost. And guys, do you know the crazy thing about this whole issue? Sultana and Sabrina are like very cool. In fact, Sabrina calls Sultana her wife. That's to show you how crazy this is. And this kind of thing is happening. Like in my head, I'm like, oh, okay. So are you guys really friends? Or, you know, you are just pretending basically, because for you to get hurt, it's understandable for her to get hurt. I mean, the fact that you want to build a relationship or whatnot with somebody, and another person is, just in the shadows, maybe intentionally or not intentionally affecting it. Because right now, I don't even know if she is putting, like, if she's angry at Sultana or even angry at Ortega. If she's angry at Sultana, that's when I'll be like, Fast forward to this same night. Apparently, culture was actually there when they had this slight disagreement. That's when Ortega and Sabrina had this slight disagreement, and Sabrina walked out of the conversation. So later, culture calls Sultana, because I mean they are G's and they're friends and whatnot. He calls Sultana and he downloads everything to Sultana, that this is what's going on, this is how your friend feels, and this was what actually happened. Sultana didn't even have anything to say. She was speechless. I think this is the first time I've seen her like speechless, because she didn't know what to say. And if you know Sultana always has something to say if you've been watching her in the house. So she just kept it straight. She was like, she didn't know. Like, she doesn't even know. This is her first time of hearing this kind of thing, that she is absolutely unaware. Argument between Big Soso and Tracy. So this thing has started since in the afternoon, but we're just getting like short clips. We didn't really understand what was going on. But later in the evening, after the party, everything just started to come together. So in the afternoon, Victory and Big Soso had like an argument. I think Victory shouted and whatnot. We didn't see that. It was just from like narrations and all that. So Sultana was there, Tracy was there, and what's her name now? IB Fubara were there, and they didn't say anything. This was according to Big Soso, because the camera did not show us. So they didn't say anything, and it was now later, that's after the argument with Victory, that they now came to her. They were now saying, different things to her, and she got really upset. So instead of them to actually defend her at that moment, they were now telling her, oh, you're wrong. You shouldn't have done this. Oh, no, you should have done that. That was what pained her the most. So fast forward to later, they were getting ready for a Saturday night party. Big Soso was doing her makeup. Then Tracy comes again to ask her, are you okay? Then she responded with, oh, do I look like someone that is not okay? And according to Tracy, she said that was very embarrassing because immediately she said that, people that were there turned because what's happening between both of you. So later, Soso went to meet Tracy and explained things to her and why she reacted that way. And Tracy said she apologized to Soso and she was like, oh, okay, I see where you're coming from. So when it was now her turn to explain her own issue, that's the embarrassment, Soso did not want to listen. She said that the way that she responded to her when she asked her if she was okay was embarrassing to her. She said it was her own, like it was her doing her own back because they attacked her. Then Tracy now said that she should apologize. Then Soso now went on to say, oh, sorry, if that's what you want. Then Soso now went on to start saying, "Oh, now only she waka come. She doesn't have any friends in the house. Me, everybody they own and all of that." And it pained her so much. A few minutes later, she now started talking to Sultana, and she did not talk to Sultana the way she talked to her. So that was what even pained her the most. So the thing hurt Tracy so much. She went to IB Fubara to talk about it. As she was talking about it, some people were on the table as well, like sitting around the table. Otega was one of them, so I guess he was paying attention to what they were saying. Then later, she actually said when she was having that conversation with IB Fubara that she wasn't even going to talk about it at all to anybody, that that was going to be the end of it. And the thing that even pained her the most was she was even asking Isabella about some things, and Isabella was saying like things that were not nice, and she was actually there or she heard something about it. So when she said she wasn't going to talk about it again, I was like, okay, fine and good. Then later, Ortega saw her. That Ortega saw Big Soso and now asked that, oh, okay, what is happening between you and Soso? That was when Soso got angry and started shouting that she's going to talk to Tracy not to be talking about her with other people, that she should stop talking about her with other people, that she's going to tell her. So she went upstairs. Then she saw Tracy talking about the talking about it with Rude Boy. That was when she now lost it. She was like, Tracy should stop talking about her with other people. That was the problem. That three people have come to ask her that what's going on between Tracy and her, that she doesn't like it, that Tracy should stop talking about her, that she doesn't want trouble, oh, that Tracy should be on her own, let her be on her own. As Tracy was trying to explain to Ruboy that, can you see what's going on here? Big Soso was also trying to talk again. So Tracy was talking, Big Soso was talking. I was like, hey, this is problem. This is problem. RuPaul did not even know what to do because he was telling them to calm down. None of them were calming down. Soso was like, she doesn't want to do friendship again. Ruba was like, come now, let's settle this thing. Big Soso said, we settle what? That she's not interested again, that she doesn't want to do it again. She's not interested in the friendship again. And this is actually one of the things that Tracy was talking to Ruboy about. That is, she feels like it's because Big Soso knows or feels like she doesn't really have anybody in the house, that she was treating her that way. Because apparently a few days ago she was discussing with Big Soso that she's not really friends with anybody in the house. Nobody is really her friend in the house. So it's like Big Soso is taking advantage of that to talk to her anyhow and treat her that way. Okay, what's the issue here exactly? That's why I'm like, okay, is it a case of overreacting, or is Big Soso actually justified? I would also feel that my friends should defend me if they see me in trouble or in danger, or somebody wants to, you know, cut off my neck or something like that. I feel like I would also expect my friends to defend me. Rather, they are at that point coming to tell me that, oh no, you shouldn't have acted this way or shouldn't have acted that way. Even if they want to tell me that, they can tell me at a later time, but at least let's even get me to calm down, right? So I feel like she's justified in that aspect. Then another aspect that I feel like she's probably not justified is when she came into the room and started shouting at Tracy. I understand that it can be painful, but I feel like she was also doing the same thing um, that she told Tracy not to do. Because if you consider Tracy your friend, I don't think you should go off like that, except if you don't really consider her your friend. I understand that emotions can be very high, and whatnot. But for the things that she actually said, it was like there was something more than that. Because even as she left the room, she was like, "Oh, fuck off." Tracy too was like, "Oh, you too, fuck off." And when she left the room, she was like, "With your face like what she put it, I think with your mouth like fish." I'm like, now. And that's not fresh. That's not a nice thing to say. And she even went downstairs. She went to tell Otega that I've gone to tell her, if I hear her or I see her talking about me to anybody, I'm going to remove her. I will remove her papa nose. I will remove her papa teeth. I'm like, ah. So in that aspect, I'm like, nah, maybe she's actually overreacting when it comes to that. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. I would love to hear from you. See you all in the next one. Bye.